Hello, hello. We've got our trimmer in today, and I just thought I'd come on really quick and see if I could do a really quick live and maybe do some comparisons. I have my other trimmer out, and I kind of want to see the difference between the two of them. So let's look at them. I know that there would be some people coming on a little later, maybe some to watch the replay, but here's the trimmer. We're going to go ahead and open it, take it out of its box. Woohoo! Oh my goodness, love new stuff. Hi Betty, hi Kelly. Thanks guys for joining me. So first off, right off the bat, if you're wondering, this is super light. It is wonderful. So wonderful. So I'm going to show you, this is the other trimmer. This is the old trimmer. This is the new trimmer. This trimmer is heavy. It's very heavy. It has this in the back. Let's turn it over before we get to that. Let's turn it over. This does not have this little compartment where we would keep our like bone folder and stuff like that. There's not that here. So it's none of that is on here. It still has the little feeties, which is good. That's always good. And then if you turn this over, of course you have both your blades, your scoring blade, and then you'll have your cutting blade. It's the same thing over here. This looks like it might be, I don't know, it might be bigger, but I don't think it is. Yeah. It's actually, look, you have all this out here on the side. So it's actually almost the same size, except for this that might be hanging out a little bit. Right? Well, let's see. Just on face surface, what else is different? We have inches here, and I think that's imperial. I think they call that imperial. So we have inches here, but on this one, we have inches and we have centimeters. Right, so we have inches and centimeters up on the top. Okay, so that's metric, and then an imperial down at the bottom. Another thing that's different is down here. There are measurements here in the center. If you guys can see that, there's also measurements there in the center. If you have something that, let me push that down, that is right here, that is maybe cut this far, you can also see the measurements there as well. So that's kind of a cool thing. Now let's look at the blades. I'll move this over a little bit. Let's look at the blades. So here are our old blades, which as you can see, mine get stuck. And then here's the scoring blade right there. Hi, Kathy. Here's the trimmer. This is the trimming blade, the scoring blade. And these are nice and smooth. Of course, it is brand new. These are probably like years old. But they're pretty much the same. The blades look the same. I mean, these have little wings out here. This has a little, the little handle thing where you can go back and forth. That's pretty much the same. Let's look down towards the bottom. So down here, I don't know if you guys can see this. If you guys haven't gotten your trimmer yet, you'll see down here, there's a little notch. Kind of hard to pick up. Little notch there, and that little notch is where you can bring these down, and then you can take them out if you wanted to. Let's see. Can I pull this off? Yeah. See how easy they come out? Ah! I'm saying they come out easily, but I'm not on the notch, and I need to be on the notch. But anyway, they come out of the notch. You pull one way and the other, and then they come out. And then you find the notch again, and then they go back in. Easy peasy. It doesn't look that easy because I'm goofing around with it. But they slide back very nice and easy. Oh, here's another thing. Look at this. Look at this. So up here, we have this little piece here where the trimmer would go in. The handlebar here would go in, and then you had to lock it by that locking mechanism right here. Right here, that's on the old trimmer. But on the new trimmer, pull it back up here. On the new trimmer, it kind of does that on its own. Does that make sense? So it's down and up. We don't have that. We don't have to do that locking, you know, thing here. And there are your blades. You don't have to do that on there. Sweet. Now, the other thing that I've noticed about this is it does have that bubble that's on there. You know, you need to take the plastic off, because if you don't take the plastic off, your paper will get stuck, because it'll start to bubble after you use it a lot. Your paper will get stuck. Ask me how I know. Yeah, because I didn't take the paper off one time. So the bubble wrap paper. See, like this up here? Let me see if I can pull a little bit off. But it's like a clear plastic that comes off. See that? Sorry, that's hard to see. But it's like a clear plastic that comes off. Okay, so that's that part. Now I'm going to move this one out of the way, and let's look at the arm. We want to pull the arm out. And this also has plastic on it. This whole part here has plastic on it. And then this part, and you see I was pulling up some. If I go on this side, there we go. See there's this little plastic like this. You want to pull that off of there. Okay? And do that to these two parts too. All right, so, and this is so nice that it is so light. It feels wonderful, you guys. I was thinking at first, I was saying, oh, you know, I don't need to get a new trimmer because I have the other one. But honestly, I think I definitely would recommend this to people. So I was trying to pull my arm out here. See this? This is your arm, which lets you kind of measure things that are longer, like 12 by 12 or whatever. But what I was doing, I was trying to pull it out. Like this one, we pull out like this, and it's kind of underneath like that, and then we pull it up. That was that one. This one is more like it's all part of the trimmer, and it just slides off. So you have this little base here. It just slides off like this, right? So now we have all of our measurements, and the measurements go to 17. Holy cow. You know, if we get paper that long, it goes all the way to 17. Hi, Sherry. And so here's another big thing that I saw. I remember from our trimmer, when we get to 6 inches, it was, you know, kind of weird trying to figure out how we go from 6 to 6.5 and all those measurements in between. And I'll show you that on here, because we have 6 here. And then if we pull it out, you could probably do that 6 and, what is that? Maybe 6 3/8 or something. And then 6 3/4 and stuff like that. But other than that, there's no measurements on the inside on this part. But there are in here. Now, for me, it didn't make that big of a deal. From the other one, it didn't make that big of a deal. I loved it anyway. But this one actually has all that in it. And this has, so I'm putting the arm back. Do you see that little piece right there? That's where this slides in. You put it on here, slide it in, and it locks in. See that? It will go over like that, but then it's kind of sticking out. See that little piece right there? It's kind of sticking out there, so you don't want that. So when you're going to go put your trimmer in, make sure it's sliding on that ridge right there, and then you hear that click, okay? So that's that part. Is there anything else? Well, we have this beautiful thing here, our arm. And I think our arm is kind of the same way, where we have that little, you know, that little piece there. Hopefully that will not pop out. On like one of my older trimmers, the little thing would pop out there. Hopefully that does not pop out from there. And it's got the same on the other end, on this side. So overall, I would definitely give this, I don't know. I love it. I love it that it's lighter. That's my big thing, is that it's lighter. The other one was just was heavy. It wasn't like 10 pounds heavy, but it was a little bit heavier. This one is light. And when you're carrying your stuff, because I do classes out of the home, when you're carrying your stuff, not that your trimmer is going to be as heavy as your Big Shot or anything, but you know, when you have stuff that could be lighter and in your bag, and it's thin. It's really nice and thin. Look at that, guys. So you can definitely fit this in your bag. It's easy to transport. I love it. I will definitely give it a thumbs up and a very good review. And I love these. Let's take a look at these before we go. What about the blades? Are the blades any different? I mean, they come packaged a little different. They are a little bit bigger. So we're looking at the blades. Let's see. We take this out. And there's the little, see that there? There's the little blade right there. So the blade actually looks bigger than the blade that we've had before. I'll have to figure and measure that out, but it looks bigger than the one we had before. And these are the extra blades. So when you order yours, make sure you get some blades, okay? All right, guys, that's all I got for today. You guys let me know if you have your trimmer. Are you getting one? Did you, take the plunge and decide to get one? Because, we definitely have this thing with the trimmer as a demo. You want to make sure you have what's current with Stampin' Up. And those are the blades. And I honestly, I think you're going to love it. If you ask me, I really think you're going to love it once you get it. So you guys let me know down in the comments whether or not you got one. Are you planning on getting one when they become available? Let me know. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks so much for joining in on my Facebook Live. It's kind of impromptu because I just got it in. I got my hands on it today. So, okay, guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye.